Hello and welcome. According to the Pathfinder poll application, in this video, I'm going to review SYNT and Noia project. Let's start. So there are two names in here, SYNT and Noia. Let's try to understand what's going on here. So when I write SYNT, Synternet project is appearing on CoinGecko, and if I write Noia, again, Synternet project is appearing on CoinGecko. So Noia was the previous token. The project's name was Syntropy, but the project switched to a new name as Synternet and switched to a new token name as SYNT. So the correct page is SYNT and Synternet, which is located around 950 on CoinGecko, and it has a market cap of around $27 million at the time I'm recording this video. But we will keep this page open because we will check this chart whenever necessary, because the history is located in here for this project. So let's now go back to this page and let's go to the web page. Try to understand the first look. So the slogan is telling us endless data and infinite possibilities. This means that this project is collecting data from the blockchains in the Web3 industry. This data is being used by the people who needs to use this data to make new statistics or applications in the Web3 industry. We will try to understand the project in a better way in a minute. Let's go back to the CoinGecko page first and try to check the basics. In CoinGecko, as you can see, the maximum supply is shown as 2.5 billions. This one is correct. The total supply is showing as around 1 billion. This one is correct as well. And the circulation supply is around 650 million, and this one is correct as well. If you want to check these numbers, you need to go to the documentation of the project. You can confirm the maximum supply and the total supply mentality. As for now, for circulation supply and total supply confirmation, you need to go to the Explorer and Synternet. Since the project has its own blockchain as for now, you can see the tokenomics part in here, you can check the details, and you can confirm these numbers. I will assume for this video, the circulation percentage is around 60. So the total supply is 1 billion. Since the chain is new, the yearly inflation, annually inflation is around 20% as for now, but in the coming years it will decrease, and after 4 or 5 years the inflation percentage annually will become around 4. So as for now it is 20. For 60% circulation supply, and when we look at the chart, this chart is around 6 months old, but actually the project is older than that. This chart is 5 years old. So 5 years on CoinGecko and 60% of circulation supply is telling us that this project is actually a mature project. When we check the markets, we can confirm the token itself has been listed on many exchanges. And before going deeper, let's have a quick summary. According to the tokenomics, the risk is between medium and low. It is closer to the medium. According to the chart, the risk is between medium and low. It is closer to the low. For the markets, the risk is very, very low, but we still need to be very careful about the centralized exchanges. So let's continue with GitHub. They have 50 shares on GitHub, and around 10 of them are being updated regularly. There is no problem on GitHub. It is getting a check mark on GitHub. For Twitter, the posts are coming up regularly. No problem on Twitter as well. So let's now go back to the web page and try to understand what this project is all about. What is the data fetching from the chains on Web3? So there are many blockchains on the Web3, as you know, in the crypto industry, starting with Ethereum, with many other blockchains. And there is another project as Graph. And this Graph project is doing a similar thing with Synternet. So these projects are getting the data from the blockchains and serving them for the people who needs them. So to do that, we need some node operators. So there should be some machines and people. They need to work on getting the data and present them for the ones who need. So these people are the publishers, and these nodes are operating to get the data. So these publishers cannot fetch all the data from all chains all the time. So that is why they are focusing on some private data for some important specific data. For this specific data, brokers are coming in. So brokers are the people who knows some people who needs data. So these people are subscribers. So these subscribers need some specific data from some chains. So these brokers are bringing the publishers and subscribers together, and the system is starting to work. So publishers are bringing the data, getting the data ready. Subscribers are subscribing to the data, and they're building their own applications or statistics, etc. So brokers are making the match. And there is this observers as well. So these observers are observing all these things are happening, if everything goes smoothly or not. So this system is working on Synternet. And a similar system, a bit complex and a bit different, but still similar, is working on Graph, and there are some other projects working on these systems as well. For Synternet, they did not have a blockchain. They did have only this system, but right now they have their own blockchain as well. So Synternet blockchain has the SYNT token as for now. It is a proof of stake blockchain. Of course, on this blockchain, there are nodes also, but these nodes are validating the blockchain itself as for now. So SYNT tokens are used for staking as for now, for fees, for governance, for new applications, and for this system as for now. So that is the basic working structure of Synternet project as for now. And from now on, they have started to build new applications by themselves or outsourcing on top of this blockchain and this data fetching system. So after understanding this basic structure, let's go through the web page as fast as possible. So below to the slogan, there is this learn more link. If you click, you can learn more. It will show the rest of the page. If you click this developer portal, you can come to this developer portal. You can connect your wallet. If you connect your wallet, you can see your projects. If you want to subscribe for some streams, like data streams, you can follow and manage them in here. If you want to publish data for the subscribers, you can follow them on this part of the page. And this page eventually will be developed to a better version in time for this project. Since the chain itself is quite new, things will move on in the coming months, I estimate. So if we go down a little bit more, we can see the problem and the solution. The problem is it is very hard to get data from Web3. It is a closed box. So we need some systems like Synternet, Graph, etc. This is the solution, a decentralized, trustless bridges with the data itself. So use cases are decentralized physical infrastructure projects, AI projects, NFTs, Internet of Things, DeFi, governance, gamify projects. You can use any of them by using this infrastructure. And if you want to get some specific data, you can get in touch and they can give you a free consultation how to use Synternet infrastructure. If you go down a little bit more, it is explaining what is the data layer. If you want to learn more, you can click this. You can see the documentation. How does it work? How can I get started? And developer portal is located in here as well. And there are key players which we have mentioned like 3 minutes ago: publishers, subscribers, brokers, and observers. If you go down a little bit more, you can see their mission. Their mission is to build the decentralized trustless data layer on Web3. So this is their final destination. If you want to know more about the team and the project, you can click here and you can come to this about page. You can see the mission, core team. It is getting a check mark. The project is getting a check mark according to the team situation. Everything is shown in here, and you can see the LinkedIn links as well. If you go down a little bit more, you can see some important investors as well in here. If you go down a little bit more, you can see some partners. You can see some job announcements as well. Open positions. There are two open positions as for now. If you're interested, you can check them. If you go down a little bit more, you can see the blog posts, which is the most important part for me for this project, because the project itself change its name, token name, etc. Many things are going on in the last 1 year and still going on. You can learn everything in these blog posts. They have everything thanks to them. So if you go down a little bit more, you can come to the final menu. In this final menu, there is documentation. Documentation is sufficient. You can learn everything in here about the project. We have mentioned the block SYNT token. You can click this page. There are some explanations, not too much detail. The detail is located under documentation. There is this audits part. The Certic has already audited the project. We have checked the GitHub. Staking, when you click the staking, you can see the validators of the blockchain. As for now, if you connect your wallet, you can use this page and you can stake your tokens if you're interested. The data layer explanation page, developer portal, we have seen. Data streaming explanation page, free data request, we have already seen that. So Synternet Explorer, we have already seen that part as well. About page, we have checked everything. And there is this community links in here. So there are two other links at top, which are different than the others. So number one is the Uniswap real-time tracking, and the number two is the Wrap BTC Asset Monitor. So these applications are very important for us to understand this project, because after making the infrastructure for data layer and after making the infrastructure for blockchain itself, they have started to create their own applications, and these applications are the ones which will bring value to this project. So Wrap BTC is not working currently, it will come soon, but for Uniswap real-time tracking, it is working and we can see it. Open the app, and as you can see, real-time swaps from Uniswap is shown on this page. Of course, it's gonna take a little bit time to load. As you can see, Ethereum Uniswap match token to WE token, a total worth of $72 is swapped currently, as you can see in here. So these products numbers will increase in time, and it's going to bring value hopefully to this project. So let's now try to analyze the project. There is only one thing which we have not mentioned. It is the YouTube channel. If you write Synternet Noia to YouTube, if you filter as channels, you can confirm they have a YouTube channel, but this YouTube channel is not really active in the last 1 year. So there is this information, important one as well. Now let's try to analyze the project. Let's try to mention the negative parts first. There is a big negative part. It's not a negativity, it is a hard competition part. So the projects like Synternet is actually working for a very few people, because if you want to get involved in this project, you need to be a very hardcore crypto user, or if you need to be a software developer, etc. So you need to be inside of the Web3 industry. So the numbers of people are not really high enough. So with the limited people, there are some other projects like Graph and some others. They're doing some similar service with Synternet. So the people is limited, and there are some other projects. It means that the competition is extremely high. So for these kinds of projects, they need to keep calm and they need to keep building. And in time, the value will come to them eventually. But it is a very hard time process. This is the only negative part for this project, if you ask me. And there is always a hack possibility we need to keep an eye on it. So the positive parts, the project already started their own blockchain, proof of stake blockchain. It is working. We can confirm GitHub situation is in progress. We can see the team itself, and the project has now 2 products, and hopefully the numbers will increase in time. So this is the positive part of this project. Even there are many competitors, there is still enough space for all these projects in the Web3 industry, if you ask me. This is the positive part of this project. So let's now try to analyze the price wise. For price wise, we need to come to this page, the alt page, because we can see the history of the chart. So if a bull market hits hearts, the price will jump at some point, of course, and then it will go down again. If the bull market resumes for a long time, there may be a second jump, a third jump, but eventually, when the bear market arrives, of course, the price will drop. So, if you ask me, the price will not drop lower than the point it has started to grow in the bull market, because the project already has its own blockchain and an annually inflation, a circulation percentage around 60%. Things are getting better and better, and the products uh, is under development as for now. If the project does not have any hacks, significant hacks, then the price will not go down lower than the point it has started to increase. So if the crypto industry continues to go sideways, the project's price will drop slowly in time, if you ask me. So these are the bull market and bear market scenarios for this project. And if you ask about the location in the ranking, I think in the coming 6 months, the project's place may move between 800 to 900. These numbers seems reasonable for this project, but after 6 months, if the project continues its development with new products, I think there is a high possibility for this project to increase in the ranking more than 800. And for the first step, between 500 to 600 seems reasonable. Then we need to check the project again. If everything is going smoothly, then we can expect another jump in the ranking in time. So this project is a kind of hard project to develop and show itself in the crypto industry, because it cannot follow the trends like NFTs, games, etc. very easily. But it looks like a strong project. It should continue steady. So for Synternet, this is all I can say in this video. And please do not forget, I'm not a financial advisor, and these things are not financial advice. Hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.